Hi guys, and welcome to the show. And today I thought I'd take a slightly different approach at looking at watches and focus just on choice of colour, and in particular my favourite colour, blue. Now here we have three examples of the colour blue, and the first is an entry level watch, but nonetheless still a fantastic piece, and this is the Seiko Skx009. And it has a very dark blue, almost black, and a, I wouldn't say royal blue, but quite a almost navy blue on the bezel. So two really good examples of the use of the color blue in a watch. And then in the mid-range we have the ceramic blue of the Aquis. And this is slightly more glossy, and again we have a darker dial, a kind of greyish hue to it, and a really different use of blue here. I would have included the Seamaster, but it's a bit of an obvious choice, and I don't currently have a Seamaster, but this to me is a really interesting choice of blue. And then last of all we have the higher end kind of use of blue in this Datejust. Sorry, a bit of dust there. And this has got a sunburst effect on the dial, so you get a really rich variety of blues, all the way from kind of royal blues to navies, and changes in the light, which is a fantastic feature of the sunburst dial. So anyway, what I wanted to say about the use of the color blue was, even if you just type in blue into Google, the first thing you come up with is a whole list of characteristics and traits that, to be honest, I never really considered, and it is really insightful into why some people choose the choice behind a certain color. So blue, this is the meaning of blue. Blue is the color of the sea and the sky. It's often associated with depth, stability, and it symbolizes trust, loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, faith, truth, and heaven. Blue is considered beneficial to mind and body. So really, already a really interesting kind of meaning, deeper meaning to the color blue. And then, if after slightly digging around a little bit more, I found a psychological evaluation of the color blue, and I'll just read you to some excerpts from that. And it says, if this is your favorite color, then blue represents a conservative, reliable, and trustworthy person. Blue tends to be, people that like blue tend to be more trusting of others, and you're but very wary in the beginning until you're sure of the other person. And it goes on to say, you are not impulsive or spontaneous. You always think before you speak, and act and do everything at your own pace and your own time. You take time to process and share your feelings. You are genuine and sincere, and you take responsibilities seriously. Having a personality of blue means that you have a deep need for peace and harmony in everyday life. You don't like having your feathers ruffled. You would benefit from daily meditation and quiet time of reflection, introspection, and self-discovery. You appear to be confident and self-controlled, and you may be hiding your vulnerable side. Being a personality color blue means you are generally fairly even-tempered, unless your emotions take over. Then you can become moody and quite over-emotional, or you can be cool and indifferent. So quite insightful there. Like it sounds a bit like the sea, you know, how it can be very calm, and then the next minute it can be quite stormy. So so let's carry on. What other things can we see about the color blue? You need to have direction and order in your living and workspaces. Untidiness and unpredictability overwhelm you. So that's certainly something very true, especially myself. If you don't like to draw attention to yourself, you prefer to be in the background. You make a loyal and faithful marriage partner, and you are an honest, trustworthy and sincere friend. You form strong attachments, but risk the tendency of becoming codependent. You can be quite emotional, aware of other people's feelings, and sensitive to the moods of others. As a personality color blue, you are sentimental and love things from the past. You cry easily at sad movies. Well, I definitely am a sentimental soul, but I don't know about crying easily at the end of sad movies. You compare the present to the past, looking to authority figures, parents, bosses and other leaders to support your beliefs about the world. That's certainly true. You are spiritual or religious, with a high degree of devotion to family, God or other causes that are important to you. I mean, I'm not particularly spiritual, but I am devoted to family and things that are important to me, so that's certainly true. You can be cautious and worry about every little thing. Definitely true. If reacting negatively, you can be prone to self-pity. That's a bit of a difficult thing to admit to, but I'm not really sure about it. But anyway, this is a really good example. I mean, there's tons and tons about the theory of the psychology behind the color blue, but it is, for the most part, really accurate, and it just makes me think about people who choose other colors, like always go for a black dial or black watches, or a white face, or even like the green Monster Rolex Submariner. So guys, I want you to think about this and think about your favorite color, and or favorite dial color in a watch, and Google it and see what comes up, and is it true for you? Do you find that it reflects your personality? So a really interesting thing to think about, and a different approach to watches, but nonetheless something worthy of sharing, and I thought I'd just bring you my little perspective on it. So that's been my thoughts on the color blue, and I hope you enjoyed that, and please comment below, and if you have any questions please email me, and thank you. Ciao.